Era Wallet is fully air-gapped device with no USB or Bluetooth, only camera and QR for signing transactions, store up to 10 wallets, generate seeds with true randomness, decode what you really sign with Era Lens and backup securely, then paper with encrypted Era recovery cards. Hello everyone, I'm Alex, CEO and founder of the Era Wallet, and now I would like to give you a closer look at our device and walk you through its key technical features. At first glance, it's the size of a standard bank card. I have a real bank card. The size is identical, thickness is 5.5 millimeters at all. This device is built from anodized aluminum, delivering exceptional strength without adding bulk. Both the front and back are shielded by matte textured Gorilla Glass 6, chosen not just for durability, but for a reason that's beautifully simple. No reflections. Even in harsh lighting, your smartphone can easily scan the QR codes displayed during transaction signing. No glare, no struggle. The device is intentionally clean. This isn't just design minimalism. No logos, no branding. It's security through subtlety. When you're traveling, especially through customs or airport security, your Era Wallet looks like nothing more than a sleek gadget. That anonymity is part of your protection. Just beneath the display sits a single button, elegantly integrated yet powerfully functional. Tap to wake, hold to power off. It's your control center. Press to return or lock the screen. Simple, intuitive, and instantly responsive. The front also features an ambient light sensor that continuously adapts the screen brightness to your environment. Flip the wallet over and you'll find a discrete camera window engineered for precision when scanning QR codes. Under the rear glass panel are two key components: a wireless charging coil for effortless recharging and an NFC module designed for secure recovery card interaction. With IPX7 waterproofing and battery with up to 1 year of standby life, your security doesn't stop at software, just power on and sign. With Era Wallet, it's your personal security island. Let's start with unboxing the device. Please note, when the device is brand new, there should be a security seal right here. Make sure it's intact when you receive the package. All right. Let's open it up and see what's inside. First, you'll find an envelope. We take it out, and inside, we see the device itself. Let's take it out of the box. This is what it looks like. We'll put it aside for now and check what's inside the envelope. There's a quick start guide. It explains the main functions of the device, such as the true random number generator for maximum security when creating your wallet, support for up to 10 wallets with different seed phrases, the Era recovery system, and more. You'll also find 3 paper recovery sheets and warranty information. Let's set those aside for now. What else is in the box? Inside the box, you'll find the wireless charger. The charger is magnetic. It attaches to the device like this. You'll also find the recovery cards. There are 3 cards included in total. When you first take the device out of the box, look at the screen. It has a message telling you to place the device on the charger in order to exit transport mode. So, we take the included charger, connect it to any USB Type-C cable, place the device on it, and follow the on-screen instructions. It's important to note that the device comes with a startup firmware pre-installed. Its main functions include displaying basic information such as serial number, hardware version, and firmware version, and switching the device into update mode to install the main working firmware. We scan the QR code, download the mobile app, and launch it to install all available updates. Firmware Update. I tap the next button on the device. The screen shows instructions saying that I now need to pair the device with the mobile app. I tap Update. Displays an animation explaining how to locate the NFC antenna on an Android phone. Since antennas can be placed differently depending on the phone model, I simply follow the animation. I place the phone against the device as shown in the animation. In this case, I've found where the NFC antenna is located on my phone, and the firmware update begins. I tap Continue. The message says the device must be restarted in update mode. The device reboots. At this point, I can even unplug the charger. Now I see the message. Latest firmware installed. I tap Done, and the device again prompts to check for firmware updates. I tap Update, then Next, and place the device as shown in the image. The device is now in update mode, and I need to place the phone again so that the remaining modules can be installed. Green indicates updated modules, blue shows what's currently updating, and orange marks those that are still pending. The firmware consists of main firmware, the ERA Lens database, which contains data for parsing transaction information, and the bootloader. The update finishes quickly. I tap Done on the device, then tap Continue. Again, the device prompts me to enter update mode. I tap Update, reconnect the phone, and the final module begins to install. The update is now complete. The device restarts, I tap Skip, and the welcome screen appears. Now I begin the initial setup and device verification. I tap Start, and the device prompts me to check its authenticity. I tap Verify. It asks me to open the mobile app and tap Authenticity Check. The app is already open, so I follow the instructions and tap Next. The mobile app generates a QR code. I tap Next on the device and scan the QR. Now the device generates a response QR. On the phone, I tap Scan QR. The app confirms that the device is genuine. I tap Next on the device and continue. The device now prompts you to create a password that will protect your device. We click Next. I choose the password type, either numeric only or a complex one with letters, numbers, and special characters. I select a standard PIN code and enter it twice to confirm. Done. I tap Next. The device now suggests creating my first wallet. I begin. There are two options: Standard and Expert. The Expert mode is for those already familiar with the setup process. I proceed with the standard flow. The device explains what crypto assets are and how they are stored. It states that managing and proving ownership of assets requires private keys linked to the blockchain. Era Wallet generates and securely stores these private keys. Using the device, I can safely sign transactions and interact with my keys offline. The device now starts the key generation process, and I take part in generating Entropy using 3 sources. First, swipe input. I randomly swipe across the screen. If the input isn't random enough, the device asks me to try again. I make sure to swipe randomly so the patterns don't repeat, and it works. Second, the accelerometer. I shake and move the device around to generate additional entropy. Third, the camera. I point it at my surroundings so it can capture random visual data. That's it. The private keys are now generated based on the collected entropy, and I had full control over the process. Creating a backup using the Era recovery card, click the Next button. Now it explains that our device will generate a seed phrase. This is a text string used to restore access to your wallet in case your device is lost, broken, or stolen. Click the Next button. Now it explains that the seed phrase is usually written down on paper, and anyone who knows your seed phrase can access your assets. Therefore, keep your seed phrase as secure as possible. But with our device, you have an alternative option. Era recovery cards, which securely store your data in encrypted form on a special chip with EAL4+ bank-level protection, PIN code protection, and guaranteed data storage for over 50 years. Even if someone finds your card, they will never be able to access your backup, unlike with the paper version. So let's use the card from the kit that we supply with the device. Let's get started. Here's what I was talking about. There is a PIN code, and now we will create our first backup. Now you need to set a PIN code. I can choose any code from 4 to 8 digits. I will make it standard. And now, as shown in the animation, I need to take one of the recovery cards and place it behind the device. That's it. The backup is created. And now the device offers to check our backup. I press the Next button, and again, as shown in the animation, I place the card on the device, and the device reports that the backup to my card has been successfully created. Here I can click the One More button and record another identical card. One card equals one backup for your wallet. In our case, I click the Next button, and here the device offers to additionally create a backup on paper, that is, a regular standard backup, but I will skip this step. I can now show you what it looks like, but I would not like to dwell on it too much, as it is a standard flow, just like in any other device. Here, in fact, the warning animation shows that you should keep your seed phrase as secret as possible, protect it from cameras, and store the paper safely. Here, you can see the entire seed phrase. I'm not going to check it now. I'll just go back and skip this step. I can choose any name. Let's say, for example, I'll name it Wallet 0. That's it. Now I can choose any icon. For example, I'll choose this rabbit. That's it. Now my first wallet is created. Next, the device asks you to create a separate PIN code to access this particular wallet. Please note that when creating multiple wallets on the device, you can set completely different PIN codes to access each of them. The device prompts us to connect the wallet to a mobile app so that we can interact with the blockchain. I can choose any from this list. Currently, only 6 wallets are supported: Blue Wallet, Nunchuck, MetaMask, IamToken, Rabby Wallet, and OKX. For example, to link my wallet to MetaMask, since I haven't done this before, I select Android here and scan the QR code if I don't have the mobile app. But since I already have MetaMask installed, I can use the connection instructions. We open MetaMask and then open Accounts. Next, we click Add Hardware Wallet and select QR-based. We click Continue and the app tries to scan the QR code. Our device is now ready to connect to MetaMask. We select this address. Just in case, let's show that derivation is supported. We select 2 addresses and click Unlock. As we can see, 2 wallets have appeared and we can view their balances. Here I can select a wallet, for example this one, and I see that I have BNB and Tether. That's it. Our device supports up to 10 additional wallets on one device, so I can add another wallet. But first, I would like to demonstrate how our ERA recovery cards work. At any time, I can see what is recorded on my recovery card. To do this, I go to Settings, select ERA Recovery Manager, and here I have 3 functions available. 1. I can read the seed phrase. 2. I can format the card. 3. I can change the PIN code. Let me show you what the seed phrase looks like. I have to enter the PIN code for this card and press OK. Next, we follow the animation that suggests reading it, and now I see my seed phrase, which we just generated, and I can write it down on paper and, of course, save it to another wallet if I need. I can also change the PIN. So next, I'll show you how we can restore the wallet from our recovery card. We start creating the wallet and select Restore, and here we have ERA, Recovery, and Import. I click ERA Recovery and the device asks which backup option we want to restore. There are 2 options, Single and Multi-Share. In our case, we created our backup as Single. I select Single, then click Start and enter the PIN code for our card so that it can be read. Following the instructions, I attach it to the device. That's it. We read the data, and in literally seconds we restored our wallet on the device. Additionally, I can write down my seed phrase on paper, or I can skip this step. I'll skip this step now. I can set a name, let's say Wallet 1, and choose a different icon, for example, this one. I press Confirm. Now we need to set a PIN code. And again, the device offers us to link the wallet to one of the mobile applications. I can skip this step. That's it. We're done with the setup. It's much faster than we would have done it using a paper backup. At any time, I can go to the wallet settings, select the Link tab, and choose any of the apps to which I want to link our device. Let's take a look at the other wallet settings. I'll exit this menu to show you what additional settings are available. Rename allows me to rename the wallet at any time. Icon lets me change the wallet icon. Passcode, I can change the PIN code at any time. Passphrase, I can set an additional word. Delete wallet removes the wallet from the device. There are 2 buttons available on the main wallet screen, Sign and Deposit. If we click on the Deposit button, we can select the appropriate network, Bitcoin, Bitcoin Testnet, or EVM, and generate an address. I will select Bitcoin and my address will be generated. In this case, I can additionally select from other addresses. Multiple address options are available. I can even generate more addresses and now I have a longer list. You can scan the QR code and send the information so that anyone else can scan this code and make a transfer to your wallet. There are different address format options available here: native SegWit, Taproot, nested SegWit, and legacy. You can choose any of them. If there's a screen you don't understand, you can click the info button and read what each of these settings means. These are all the available settings in Wallet Setting menu. Now let's take a look at the transaction signing process. For example, I will send assets from my address 2 to address 1. Then I click Next. Here I select the appropriate currency, which in my case is BNB, but I can also select USDT and use Max. For some reason, it doesn't want to work, so let's do it this way. We click Next, and here I click the Confirm button, and the device generates a QR code. I take the device and unlock it. Since I chose this wallet, I log into it. I click the Sign button and scan the QR code. All the information is written here. We can even select full info and see what the transaction actually contains. Everything is there. The network, the asset itself, the payment, the amounts, and the fee. Additionally, we have the address from which we are sending and the address to which we are sending. And accordingly, there is all the raw data about the transaction. I go back and click Approve here. Actually, my wallet has now signed the transaction, and I click Get Signature on the device side, on the mobile app side. That's it. My transaction has been sent, it has been signed and sent to the blockchain. Transaction complete. How EraLens works on complex transactions such as swap. Most often, on other wallets during a swap transaction can't recognize the transaction. In this case, you will see a proposal to sign a blind transaction. Let's take a look how EraLens recognizes this type of transaction. For example, I will choose the BNB network, and we choose any other token we want. For example, BTCB or some other fairly popular token. And we make a swap. Now we press the Sign button, and after selecting our device, we unlock it. We press the wallet from which we want to sign our transaction. We click the Sign button and scan the QR code. That's it. Our QR code has been scanned, and we receive all the information about the transaction. The EraLens function recognizes the transaction information, and you can see everything you're signing. In our case, in fully offline mode, the device displays the following information. We are exchanging BNB for BTCB. I can click on Full Info and see that this is the Binance Smart Chain network. We can see that our first asset is BNB, and the amount being sent has this value. The asset we are receiving is BTCB, and this is the value we are receiving. The transaction fee and nonce are shown. Next, it shows the address from which we are receiving. This is completely raw data about this transaction. With EraLens, we understand exactly what we are doing and what we are signing. Here, by clicking the Approve button, I click Get Signature on my mobile phone and scan the QR code from the device. That's it. The transaction has been created. It is now awaiting confirmation. The transaction has been sent. We can view the transaction information. It is currently changing. A swap is taking place, and we understand what is being exchanged. Now, if we look at our assets, we can see that our data has been updated and BTCB has been added. Everything is great, excellent. You finished, guys, and I congratulate you with it. And now we're waiting your reaction, your comments, and your question. Let's do this together. We are building our product with you and for you. Subscribe to our social media. You can see link below, and see you.